Probably the key issues in research is still understanding a little bit more about the dynamics. You know, it's very hard for a person to, a competent older adult, to get themselves out of a situation of abuse, especially if it's a family member. Okay, so I mean, understanding a little bit more about what works in that type of dynamic is important. More research is needed on what goes on in institutions. Abuse within the family is very difficult, very hard to break the silence about. People will talk more about abuse in institutions because it's by a stranger, but we also still need to explore a lot more because I feel that there's a lot of ageism in the institutions, and then beyond the ageism, there's a lot of mistreatment that's going on that we don't document, and that we use the excuse that we have limited resources. So I think we need to do more research in the whole domain of institutional abuse. The key issues in social policies, I think that we have to policy law, I'm kind of putting it together, okay? I think we have to look at some of our laws for protecting older, vulnerable adults. We have to, again, look at, when I was talking about institutional abuse before, we have to look at our policies for ensuring quality of care. We have to look at our policies for resources within the community. So elder abuse is not in a silo, okay, to help the person live at home or live in an institution free of risk. It's many dynamics, and our social policies should be looking at how to address those dynamics. We still have more to do in terms of helping the different people detect abuse without labeling you're an abuser, you're a victim, but how to look at the consequences of what abusive situations will do to a person, and what measures can be put in place to possibly prevent abuse from going on. So that's another area I think that would be important to do research on. And also how to have a collaborative intersectorial approach. That would be a relationship between the police, social services, the banks, the community organizations, you know, because we don't know. I mean, I did some research once with different cultural communities, and for some of these communities, the first place that they will go to speak, sometimes it would be a spiritual leader, sometimes it would be their community organization, but they would never go to health and social services. They would never go to the police. Okay? So, I mean, you have to sort of like look at how can we reach these people, what's the best way to reach these people, and what is the impact of it. And we all see it. So the police officer may see it when they get a call from a neighbor about a disturbance, and they go in there and they see something, but the information is not being shared with them. The bank person sees something when they see an adult child taking the pension check and taking the cash right away. So, I mean, there's a lot of work that we still have to do with different cultural communities, with the different sectors. And we're doing it. We're beginning to do it, and we just have more to do.